Hey, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. Maria, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for that wonderful, wonderful, generous donation. And I responded to you and let you know I'm going to go ahead and make you a bracelet because I finally got my beads in today. And I'll be making you a bracelet and sending it to you as well as with the members. So let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us. Hold on a second. Let me get her in order. You need to lay down. Hold on. Put her in the garage. Go in the garage. I do apologize. Thank you so much, Kay Hypsee. I appreciate you so very much. I appreciate your generosity. I really do. Hey, SNK Pokey, how are you? All right, let's ring the bell. Spirit said to listen to your intuition, especially if your intuition is telling you not to say anything. Like, don't talk, just listen. Hey, Marcia. Hey, Empress Jew, how are you? Don't say anything because your karmic, whether this is friend, family member, mate, colleague, anybody, it could be anybody. Somebody wants you to say something. They want you to open up so that could be your downfall. Hey, Noni. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, starting off with the King of Wands. Hey, Love Ruled Supreme. I'm doing great. Yeah, it's like with this King of Wands, this is somebody that I feel like, you know what? This is about a leader. And I feel like, there's some type of news, some type of really good news about something that's coming for you. That it has to do with your stability. And it's like right on time. Like somebody wants to help you, like help get you to help get you to the next level. But this is when confirmation, this is when somebody wants to come in and they want to like deliver this message to you or something. But it's not so much of the message they're trying to deliver to you, it's how they're trying to get you to say something. Hey, High Priestess. Yeah, because they don't want you to receive this. It's like they can feel that you have something great coming, but they want to cause some type of hardship. They want to take it so that they can like take it away or mess it up for you. This could be regarding an Aquarius and a Gemini, two air signs. Or it could be having to deal with healing a relationship. It's almost like they don't want you to, and I feel like it's more like not wanting you to heal a relationship. Hey, sister, how are you, Addie? But your intuition is telling you that right now you're in a good position. you're in a good position. And for you just to follow your intuition, like I said, something has already happened. And you're able to like turn the page. And because you were able to turn the page, some really good news is coming in for you, like your wish fulfillment, something that's going to be wonderful for you, that's going to really put you on the right path. And this is something that, you've been praying for. This is something that you've been wanting. This is God blessing you. But like I said, they don't want you to get this. They want to be seen as the one who's worthy of it. So that's why they want to try and throw in some type of confusion here. But it's like they want to throw in some type of confusion, and they want to get somebody where they're like in their emotions a little bit, whereas so it's like not so much like in their emotions, but the kind of like where they're pissed off a little bit by, oh, what? So-and-so said, what? I was going to try and help that person to do this, and I was going to try and help that person to do that. That's the type of emotions they want this other person to be in. Because they know that this is a big opportunity. And you have what it takes. You have what it takes. Something about your honesty, something about the way you present yourself, something about the way you communicate, you taking responsibility. Yeah, somebody wants to throw some shit in the game. It's like they want to do something that messes up everything that you've been investing in. That get you off your path. Yeah, this is somebody that wants to throw some shit into the game. It's just like something about either something that's happened in the past, or maybe somebody somebody that has done something like this to someone else in the past. Hey, Shaylin. And right now, this person is watching you. They're spying on you. Because I don't feel like whatever it was, it's almost like something was kind of set up before, but you bypassed it. You don't even know that you bypassed it, but like something was set up to hinder you before, and you went around it. And now this person, they're like not regretting it, but they want you to regret it. They want you to be in a position where you regret saying something, anything. This is why this person I feel like they're trying to work undercover. Well, isn't there a song about backstabbers? I feel like this person is trying to be a backstabber. Like they're trying to work undercover. Like they want you to feel like, oh, your secret is safe with me. Like there are some type of confidant, but behind closed doors, they're really not a confidant. They would they'll walk off and let their freak flag show. This is somebody who definitely wants to do you wrong, and they're not trying to be your friend. They're not trying to be there for you at all. This is somebody who's trying to cause conflict for you, either something that you're working on or at work. Yeah, because they want to bring dissension to this relationship. And I feel like you and somebody, you guys see eye to eye. You have good rapport. This person, appreciates you. This person respects you. This person likes you because this person can see you're mature. You are what leaders are made of. You are what dependable people are made of. Hey, Shaylin. and you're moving forward. You're not about to drop your guards. You're moving forward. Spirit is moving you forward, and you are not about to drop your guards. Spirit wants you to keep your guards up. Yeah, because this person thinks that they can get you to sacrifice yourself. They feel like, you wouldn't even see this coming. That, you would say something, do something foolish, and then they're gonna go back and they're gonna run and tell that. But you already know the truth. It's almost like you've dealt with somebody, either dealt with this person or you've dealt with somebody like this before. So you've already tackled that lesson that you needed to learn. You're already stronger than what this person is giving you credit for. You're way stronger. And it's like the spirit wants you to, if somebody is trying to sneak in and do some shit, spirit just wants you to listen. Don't say anything. And if somebody's looking for some type of response, tell them to oh, well, it's over, it's done with, or let it go, or refer them to someone else. But you don't be the one to let anything come out of your mouth. You're the one who needs to balance this situation out. Yeah, it's almost like somebody wants you to feel comfortable, to feel like, you're the one who would be able to balance some situation when it comes to somebody else. Like you two would be able to work together. Like if somebody's referring you to somebody, yeah, I want you to go. I want you to go to my friend Jim, and Jim is, wants to talk to you, wants your advice about, doing this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, Spirit's saying don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just listen. Okay, Jim, what you got? And whenever Jim says whatever they have to say, you know what, Jim? I'm probably not the best person, but I'm gonna tell you who, that Helen. That's a smart cookie. That's who you should really go talk to. I don't really know enough about the situation or whatever the case is. I'm just giving. I can't think of everything. I'm just giving an example. But yeah, let that wheel of fortune keep turning in your favor, because this person thinks that you are a fool. And then they think that they can go and run to, somebody who's large and in charge. But like I said, Spirit is telling you, don't say anything. Let somebody else do the talking. Yeah, because you're going to get a message and it's going to seem like it's innocent enough. Like somebody's coming to you for, it's innocent enough. Somebody's really coming to you for, your advice, your expertise or something. But that's not what's happening. They want you to feel comfortable enough to say whatever's on your mind so you can get caught up. Just remember who you are. You're already in a good place. You're already receiving justice. You are already on the right track. But see, somebody doesn't want you to know that you are the Empress. They don't think that you know that. They don't think that you have that intuitive, nudge. And like you're not going to follow it. Like you're going to say, well, me and so, me and Otis, we are buddies. No. Yeah, because whenever you say something, if you was to say something, everything would blow up in your face. And like I said, somebody's purposely trying to attack you, but they're trying to go a roundabout way. They're not coming to you straight up. When people want to be sneaky, they don't come to you straight up. They want to go all the way around so you don't see what they're doing. So that's why you have to feel this energy. Something about somebody acts like they want to give to you. Even just, deny that. Like they want to help you in some type of way. Oh, I don't need that. Because you know what? Even whenever they want to say certain things, listen and read, pay attention and listen to what people are, how they're communicating to you. Oh, you can't make this up. Pay attention to how people are actually communicating with you, because they're not just saying stuff to try and make you feel good. They're saying things and they're wording it a particular way for a particular reason. They want to get you off your path. They want this 10 of cups that they see that you were on your way to. Or if you were already there, they want your 10 of cups. And like I said, they're not trying to tell you everything. They're trying to hold back. But you know what? The moment that you say something, and this person is holding back, the moment that you say something, you're instantly going to be like, damn, why did I say that? It's instantly going to make you question yourself. So don't do it. Spirit said, don't say anything. Yeah, because this person is already gossiping. They're already doing a lot of talking behind the scenes, and it's okay because they're about to receive judgment. And then they want to come and they want to apologize to you, but they don't even really mean it. See, somebody wants to use you to say something so that they can mix up your words. Because they ultimately want to end you. What's the message, Spirit? Pay attention. I just heard everything is clear as a bell. Yeah, because this person's acting like they, want to be your friend. They care for you, but they really don't. They really want to put an end to you. And they really don't have anything good for you. And I'm telling you, somebody's going to try and say something, but the way that they say it, it's said like that for a particular reason. What's the message, Spirit? Even if they try and say something and it seems innocent enough, always say something that's a little to kind of offset that. Even if they try to say something like seems innocent enough, I can't think of any examples, but always try to listen to what they're saying, listen to what they're writing. Make sure that you're just defending yourself. What's the message, Spirit? Because see, people, they want to be half nickel slick. They think that they can split a nickel down the middle, but they cannot. What's the message? Yeah. Make sure that you are following your own guides. That you make sure you're going according to your own path. Yeah. Because they can't say anything. They can't judge you for not speaking. They can only judge you when you speak. And, like I said, because spirit this is a warning to you that somebody is not coming to you as a close friend and confidant. So spirit wants you to hold your tongue too. People will act like, they want to give you just enough information for you to feel like, oh, well, we're cool, we're friends. But you're not. If you do say something, talk about something that don't matter, something that they can't run back and tell nobody. Hey, Brenda, that they can't run and tell nobody. Or if they do, it's not going to make a difference. If you do say something, talk about, oh, you know what? I read this one book. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And talk about that shit. Have you watched that movie When Harry Met Sally? I love that movie. Talk about some shit that, they can't run back and say, well, all she did was talk about When Harry Met Sally. People like, who gives a fuck about that? Nobody. And that's exactly what you want. Hey, Noni, hey, Noni. Yeah, because somebody really, they want to mess up what a good thing that you got going for yourself. They really do. They want to mess up a good thing that you got going for yourself. And they can only do that. Like they say, loose slips sink ships. Hey, J Mike. Loose slips sink ships. Even if you're a person, some people are just one of those types that are like chatty Cathy. Even if you are a person that whenever you've had a little bit of the bubbly, and you talk a little bit more after you've had some of the bubbly, if you plan on being around someone that, you shouldn't be talking in front of, choose not to spend time with the bubbly. Choose not to drink. That way your guard is up. You could still have fun, but it's going to be harder than you sitting there and you drinking champagne or whatever your drink is. And then the next morning waking up like, oh shit, why I say all that? You can't make that up. You don't want to wake up the next morning thinking about all those drinks that you had and how you done fucked up and everything else. Don't do it. Don't do it. What's the message? Because there'll be more than several other times later in the future, after you've secured your spot, after you secured your bank, after you got the position, after you got this or got that, whatever it is that you're working on, after you've gotten it, and by then, the tree will have been shaken and you'll see all the nuts that have fallen down and around you. And you'll be like, I knew your ass was a nut. I knew your ass was a nut and your ass was a nut too. Because they're only going to be able to be that fake friend for so long. Go ahead and allow spirit to move you forward. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. And you know what? It's almost like if you have to sit there, I feel like if you have to sit there and decide, trying to figure out, should you, shouldn't you? What I tell you about your intuition, you always follow your first mind. If something don't feel right about that person, then choose either not to hang out with them, or if you do hang out with them, then choose not to drink or whatever you do, so that you can make sure that you're not putting yourself in a position, because what they want to do is get you off balance. What they want to do is get you to talking and everything else. But that's not what you want to do. That's not what you need to do. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah. And don't act like you don't know. Don't sit there and wonder, well, they haven't really done anything. And that's where people get fucked up. They haven't really done anything to me that you know of. So maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. No, you shouldn't. Because if you have to have that conversation, your intuition is already telling you that person is not to be trusted. What's the message, Spirit? Go out. Brenda, you don't have to stay alone. Go out. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. But just remember who you're around. Just remember who you are around. That way you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Put yourself in any type of position, that you still are victorious. Just remember who you're around. Just remember what you have to lose. Because see, some people may not have anything to lose, and you have a whole lot to lose. So those that don't have anything to lose, they want to help you lose it all. Yes, they want to help you lose it all. You may be around a hidden enemy that's trying to throw some type of curse on you. And it never hurts to return all curses known and unknown, to all senders known and unknown. Return to sender times. And that don't ever hurt to say that. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Yeah, because it's like somebody wants to have something to talk about. Somebody wants to have some proof to show. Somebody wants to have some proof to mess up this relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that they can be seen like, I deserve it more. But see, no matter what this person is going to, no matter what this person plans on doing, God said they don't fit the bill. It's not for them. They're not going to get it. But they're going to try and take you down. This is what I'm saying. Somebody they want to have something to gossip about, and they want that to be you. They want to go back and tell everybody you're not really the leader that you are. Like they say, choose your battles. Choose your battles. Don't go into battle with somebody just because they feeling froggy. Choose your own battles. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Yeah, because somebody is not trying to really be nice. They're trying to smile. They're trying to act nice. But really, they're watching you. They're watching you be great. They're watching you be independent. They're watching you be happy. They're watching you be feeling content. And they want to put an end to all that shit. They would rather you watch them be great. It's about their ego. It's about them feeling like, because some people, They can sit there and you could just have just worked on your confidence last year in 2025 and start to feel really good about yourself. You accomplished this, you accomplished that, you got this, you got that, you did this, you did that, and somebody else is like, I hate collectors motherfucking ass. They think they all this and all that, and you don't. And there's nothing wrong with you feeling good about yourself, but people hate it because if it looks like you doing a little better than them, and we all know when it looks like you doing a little bit better than them, that's when they like, send in the flying monkeys. I need some help. Get Bozo on the phone. That's when they try to fuck your shit up. And I'm telling you, somebody, they are studying you fierce. They're looking at everything that you do. Everything. I know that's right, Star Kid. What you say? But collective is all that. What you say? Hello. Oh. What's the message? Yeah, somebody they want to turn your life upside. We back. Who's that girl? Na 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 na. That song? Because those are the only words I know. Hey, Joyce, how are you? Would you say, Addie, example, someone tells you they found out you have unclaimed property and they took a screenshot of your information. Mm. Hey, Sagittarius goddess. Hello. Yes, we back. Yeah, they looking at you. They don't want you to feel good about yourself. They don't want you to feel independent. They don't want none of that shit. They want you to be, where they can sit there and say, oh dang, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. And on the inside, that motherfucker is laughing at you, laughing at your downfall. Mm-hmm. But you have to be stronger than that. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself. I feel like because somebody wants you to talk about something that's going on at work, or be something that you've had to work on, or something that you have in the works, something like that, so that they can cause some type of calamity, right? So that they can, cause some type of calamity, put you in the middle of some bullshit that you don't even belong in. Yeah. And like I said, this is somebody who's trying to be, super sleuth. But you see that snake right there, don't you? Hey, JS Pen. Hello, XX Shamaro. Hi, Zimbo Barbie. Hello. Hi, Supernatural Genie. How are you? Yep. But yeah, like I said, somebody, they're going to try and come to you with something that seems so innocent. Protect yourself, because ain't nothing innocent. That's just somebody who feels like, that's just somebody who's been playing the game for a while. They perfected their craft, I'm telling you, somebody, they want to say something, but they don't really mean it. They want to act like something, but it's not the truth. Because really, they're working on something too. Remember that. Let's get another deck. They know you working on something, and they're working on something too. Bottom of the deck. They want to cause you a lot of grief. They wanna put a lot of weight on you. They wanna stress you the fuck out. You can't make this up. They want to stress you the fuck out. They want to take what's yours. They want whatever, if this is your inheritance, if this is a raise, if this is a promotion, whatever it is, because somebody's not operating in the light. They're operating under the dark of the moon. They know they feeling like they're gonna get their way like that. They just have to be a little bit more, they gotta use that little like they trying to control a situation, get you to put your guards down, that you feel like this was coming in and you ain't got to really, and they trying to act like they trying to be there. They're trying to act like they're trying to work on something with you, but they're not. You know who you are. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but you know who you are. Not only are you an empress, but you also very spiritual. And spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Yeah. You're going to know, because spirit's telling you, you're going to know when this person comes with the message. You're going to know when they come, and you're going to recognize this person by what they say, how they say it. Okay? And spirit's like, nope, walk away. Decline that invitation. It's like they're going to give you some type of invitation, like they thinking that you're going to be chomping at the bit. Oh yeah, okay, yes. Decline it. Even if somebody really does come to you and they say, hey, I need this advice, or I want to talk about, just be like, oh yeah, well, what's going on? Oh man, I'm sorry. You know what? That, like I said before, that Helen, that's who you need to go talk to. That's the best person. Don't, 'cause I can't really do anything for you, but Helen, she got the game and going with it, baby. That's how you're going to get justice. Yes. Don't doubt yourself. Choose not to speak. Remain on your spiritual path. Remember who you are. Remember that you're here for a reason, not just so somebody can come in and like that change your destiny. No, ma'am. No, sir. You are here on a purpose. Yeah, because somebody, they feel like, they're going to get their way. They think that they're smarter than you. They think that they're more powerful than you. Their ego is definitely a lot bigger than yours. They feel like they're gonna overtake you. But that's not it. Hey Marie, how are you, sweetie? That is not it. Because once you accept this little fishy ass offer, that's whenever they feel like, they can really do you in. I'm telling you, this witch is working on something. This could be somebody that you work with. But like I said, that is something with that communication. You're going to know. Spirit is going to tell you. Spirit is going to send you a sign. Excuse me. Spirit's going to send you a sign. This is what I'm talking about. So listen, pay attention. Hey, Miss Mahogany Drag. Pay attention. Yep, because like that path that you're on, they know you are on the right path to be a leader, and they want to come in and fuck that up. This is interesting. I feel like, you know what? Because you see eye to eye with somebody, I feel like they want to mess up a relationship that y'all see eye to eye. Y'all get along great. You know, y'all have like, you've established your own rapport. You've built your own friendship. You built your own, whatever this is, you and somebody else. And y'all communicate well together. You're honest with each other, you know. Confirmation with my baby in the garage. But they can see you're about to get this gift, this promotion, something that's tangible, something that's going to be to your benefit, and they want to hold that back. They don't want you to get that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hearing that song. You gotta fight for your right. The Beastie Boys. Protect yourself and block somebody. Block them from thinking that they can get in. Hold on, let me close my garage door. Wrong one. Close. All right. Yeah, because you going and saying something to this other person, and they running back telling that, it's going to confuse the person that you have a good rapport with. They're going to be like, well, wait, what's going on? Because I thought that we had, even if you had already had a conversation and you and this other person had settled it, it's that third motherfucker, that nosy motherfucker, that spiteful motherfucker that's going to come in and try and get in the middle of some shit and try and switch your words around. I just talked to Karen. I'm so sorry that she had said those mean things. And they'd be like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh, confirmation. You didn't know? Oh, well, she told me this, she told me that, she said this, she said that, so that they can get in and start some shit. I'm telling you, this is something that somebody has been doing for a while, trying to get people caught up. You ain't the first person. This is just that person's personality. They think that they can switch something around because they want to be seen as the star. And that's why that's why somebody is looking at you. And right now, somebody's looking at you and they're upset because it's like they are not seeing as the star. You are. Yeah, somebody wants to make it seem like they're a really good friend, confidant, that they'd have your back, but they really wouldn't. They would not, and then it's like somebody that you work well with, somebody that you do see eye to eye. Like I said, they would be confused as like, okay, well, I thought I was going to give this to so and so, but damn, it's kind of fucked up, and I thought that you was the best choice, but like I said, they would think that you was the best choice, but with that gossip coming around and somebody like, oh no, I got some additional information that you need to hear about. Yes, all to hide who they really are. Exactly. Hi, Amber Dawn. How are you? How are you? Yeah, somebody wants to change that whole wheel of fortune that's going in your favor. And they don't think that you would know. They don't think that you would even know. Like you would be getting a fresh new start, and they want to put an end to this. Like if you just went through something and the slate was wiped clean, they don't want that slate to be wiped clean. They want to fuck you up. I'm telling you, they want to cause commotion within this relationship. They don't want you to be, and then they want you to be like, damn, because you didn't use your intuition, they want you to be like, damn, regretting that shit. But you don't have to. Just see it for what it is. Know what somebody wants you to do. They want you to sacrifice yourself so that they can blow your shit up. Come back and run and telling everything and saying all that. And they don't care if they wouldn't care if your heart was broke. They wouldn't give a shit just as long as they get what they want. That's it. Just as long as they get what the fuck they want. That's all they would really care about. Like I said, Amber, hey, it's good to have now when we talk about friends, when we was 5 and 10 years old, we had a lot of friends. We was in high school, we had a lot of friends. But as you get older, as you mature, as you become an adult or later in your life and stuff, that's when you realize that word friend, you have a lot of acquaintances. You have a lot of associates. But if you have one good friend, if you have one friend in this world, consider yourself blessed. Hey, Red Violet, consider yourself blessed. Seriously. Yep. You know a whole lot of people. You know a whole lot of people. But how many friends do you really have? Yep. What's the message, Spirit? But you need to get out. You need to be able to have a social life. You don't want to just sit at home all the time. Like they say, too much of anything is the devil. Sitting at home all the time by yourself, that's the devil too. If that's too much of anything, get out. Enjoy yourself. Do things. Have a life. But too much of anything, too much of being secluded, yeah, get out, do stuff. But then also know when to balance out, your social life and home. Know when to balance that out, Because, for me, last year, 2025, I stayed at home a lot. I mean, I worked a lot too. I was faithfully doing videos or going live in the morning. Then I do my straight 8. Then I was doing in the evening, Monday through Friday. That was just it. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I would try and record or go live 2 or 3 times, and then trying to do my housework, my errands, or this, or that, and the other. I was burnt out. So this year I said, okay, you know what? So I and it took something that I had to forgive myself for not having that same drive. Okay, go live in the morning, go to work, go live in the evening. I just said, okay, there's those days that, like today was a 2-day. I was live in the morning, I went to work, and I'm live in the evening. But Monday and Tuesday, I went live in the morning, I went to work, and then I just chilled out in the evening. So it's like, do that, have a life, get out there. It's very important that you don't just seclude yourself, Something about somebody, it's like, what are you trying? Somebody's trying to, like, what you're investing your time in, invest in yourself. Seriously. Make sure that you can have these, you have people to have conversations with or do things with. Yes, balance, exactly. If there's nothing wrong with it. But, don't get into the point where you feel like, like they say, keep your own confidence. You don't have to we're not little kids anymore. You can't run and tell that to your best friend, because Who is your best friend? And is that really a best friend? So we got to be careful. We have to be very careful, because it may not be a friend at all. It may be a best enemy. It may be the best detractor. It may be the best person to get us off our path. It may be the best person that's going to sit there and fuck up our dreams, our goals, our wishes, you know? Yeah. Something about this King of Pentacles and this Four of Cups. You know, maybe somebody, you know, doesn't really see something coming or take something for granted. You know, and that could be us, you know, and then having to or not understanding that somebody was not really who they said they were, you know, and then having to find out the hard way that this was a hidden enemy, and then us having to, you know, try and heal ourselves. Whenever we just should be able to pick up on that. Miss Mahogany Drag said, period. I heard that, baby. Exactly. I see it exactly. We see everything they trying to do. But yeah, this is us having balance. You know, feeling good who we are, who we've had to grow into be. And then having balance in our life. Just like Red Violet said, balance. You know, as far as those times of meeting somebody and having those quick relationships, you know, don't do that, because that shit gets you stuck, baby. That shit will blow up on you every single damn time. Balance when it comes to relationships, every single one of them, you know. And you know what? And you may see yourself as just a regular schmegular, but somebody else always notices the empress within you. And that's the person who want to start shit, you know. Hey, Malcolm, they want to start shit. They want to get you involved in shit. They want to, you know, get it so that you knocked off, you know, your crown is knocked to the side and shit. You know, something about you work too hard. You know who you are. You know what you're doing. You know why you're here. We have to remember that. Why we're here and who we are. And that way, once you remember why you're here and who you are, it's going to be easy to spot those that are jealous. It's going to be easy to spot those that who what they try and speak that half nickel slick shit. Remember, there's absolutely no way to split a nickel down the middle. There is no 2.5 cents ever. You know, never. And you can tell when somebody's trying to get you to go fast, you know, to the wrong way. Like they're trying to give you a whole crock of shit. You know that. You feel it. Rely on your intuition. That first thought, when that first thought says, then pay attention to that. What's the message? Yeah. Oh, it was the Ace of Swords that I just saw it again. Yeah. But stand in your power and don't shrink. Don't shrink. Stand in your power. You know, let the world see exactly who you are. Be proud of that. You worked hard. We just went through one of the hardest years. You know, just because somebody else isn't feeling good about themselves or they feel stuck, that means they got to work on releasing themselves, getting past, you know, working what they need to let go of. Hey, behaving goals. How are you? What exactly? What's the message? Anything else? Yeah. The truth. Listen for spirit to talk to you. I feel like that's what it is. That Ace of Swords is listening to what God has to say. Don't be so quick to respond. Like they say, take a couple breaths and let God talk for you. What you say, Miss Mahogany Drag? When they trying to set you up for something you ain't did, then stay in the house when your discernment tells you to. Amen. Amen. Because your discernment is not ever going to steer you in the wrong direction. It's only going to be there to protect you. Yep. Because right now you are in line for some dharma. You're on the good side of karma. Stay there. And remember that, you were like a hummingbird. Fly free. Fly free. You don't have to be, where you feel like, oh, I gotta talk to so-and-so and just say that. Something about your crown chakra just needs to be open, needs to remain open, and understand that somebody was going to be put in their place. And you may have to, put somebody in their place. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. Somebody's mad that, they left and you let go. So now they feeling like they suffering in silence. And that's probably the person that's trying to take you down. They mad because they left and you let go. What's the message, Spirit? Read the room. Definitely read the room. What this say? Read it out loud. Your intuition says, follow it. Don't let anybody put you under a love spell. People are going to come like they all peace, love, and light, but really they want you. They want you. They want to be you. They want to have what you have, all that shit. But you know what? You should be excited about your new beginnings. Be excited about your new beginnings. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they cannot stand to see you shine. And not only is your crown chakra open, your heart chakra is also open. This person, they need to get themselves together as opposed to trying to fuck what you got up. And remember, they're going to sit there and say, oh, so-and-so need to talk to you. You should talk to so-and-so. Birds of a feather will always flock together. You don't see no pigeons and chickens hanging around. You don't see no sparrows hanging out with no eagles. Okay? So birds of a feather will always flock together. If there's somebody that's causing mischief and strife, trust to believe that little friend that they got, that motherfucker gonna cause some mischief and strife too. And your angels are saying, child, no, leave that shit alone. Don't even have any mental conflict. None. Yep. Something about, have these pure intentions. This could be, something about a family tree. And it could be somebody that it's just part of their generational curse where in their family, they mama, their grandmama, or they daddy, their granddaddy, or they mama and granddaddy, whoever it was somebody that was always, like they used to say, nebby. Always starting shit. Always trying to spin a story. You know, they be like, how you doing? You could say something as innocent. Oh, I'm doing good. Did you hear what they just said? I think they said they just caught something. You know, always trying to start some shit. They know that you in line for a pay raise. That's why you have to protect yourself. Always think about everybody, you know, just think of, always picture yourself, you just about to get out of prison in 5 days. And somebody else know they there for the rest of their damn life. So they don't want you to be getting out. That's why they're going to try and put you in some shit. But let your cutoff game be stronger than a motherfucker. Okay? And then whenever they do you do catch them in some shit, they're gonna be like, oh no, I didn't mean what I said. No, I didn't mean that. What I really meant was, but see, this person is receiving karma, and they're about to get it on a 5-year stretch. Whatever they're trying to do a hard pass. Let them know you good. You know, you're an empath. You can feel when somebody trying to come with some shit. You know? But yeah, I'm telling you, they're mad because you don't need them to complete you. You don't need them. You don't need to go to them and be like, well, what do you think I should do? Oh my gosh. What do you think? Should I do this or should I do that? And they'll be like, don't do either one of them. Do this. And you follow that stupid shit. Let this be confirmation that somebody is trying to create the perfect storm with you. But just always know that Karma and Pandora are BFFs forever. They don't want to open up that Pandora's box with you. Because Karma will pop out like, surprise, motherfuckers. Boom. You know, they don't want to do that shit with you. They don't want to do that shit with you. Where'd Demeter at? Is she in the room? Because I'm telling you, anybody trying to do her wrong, shit, she got Karma and Pandora teaming up, double teaming, tag teaming on motherfuckers. What's the message? What's the message? Ooh. Yeah. Somebody's talking about some, please unblock them. Nope, keep them blocked. Keep them blocked. And remember, they're going to sit there and say, hey, sis. Okay, your sister steals. Okay? Yeah, just remember that you tried your best with them. You know, maybe you tried to establish a friendship. You know, but them trying to set you up in some shit, Your Akashic records are cloaked. They trying to get in to find out what's really going on. But remember, their purpose in your life is over. It's done. It's over. And they got a distorted view of everything. Instead of them working on themselves, But see, something about your 5th house of pleasure and romance, they're trying to fuck all that up. Something about your grandfather's in the room. He's talking about, remember whenever he passed away. Your grandfather is in the room. And he's letting you know that the illusions are over. Because you are going through an upgrade. And trust me, that person is not about that life. They ain't about that life. And all they have is just a lost soul. That's it. That is it. They are lost soul. And they want you to be just as lost. Sorry. Like they say, sorry, Charlie. Not me. Not today. Not this time. All right, y'all, let's get ready to swing the pendulum. So think of your question. Remember, if it comes towards you, that's a yes. If it goes left or right, that is a no. Okay? Think of your question. All right, Spirit, what is the answer for the collective? And it's swinging towards you. So that is a yes. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I love you all. Kay Hyphy, thank you so much. Maria, thank you so very much again, both of you. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone. I really do. And I appreciate y'all commenting, you know, I really do. And as you see that, hey, if y'all send me messages or you comment on the videos, I respond. If you send me an email, I'm definitely going to respond. All right. All right. Yes. Thank you so very much. And I love y'all. I will see you in the morning. Okay. I'm going to be up making the bracelets. So if you have not emailed me, email me and let me know where to send yours. Okay. And this is for the members. All right. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. Good night.